It is very important for kids to know that there's a difference between wisdom and intelligence. And it's very important for kids to know that they could be very intelligent. In fact, I think we should encourage that. We shouldn't give them a false sense of how wonderful they are, but they should know that you need both wisdom and intelligence. Parents, for the most part, have wisdom and intelligence. You're not born with wisdom. You attain it throughout life. So, what I've developed is a contract that kids have that they sign with their parents. There's 3 parts to the contract. The first part is the kid's part. It's 1 paragraph long. And basically it says, Mom and Dad, leave me alone. I can do this on my own. And that's great, because that's what every parent wants. They don't want to have to tell their kid to do their homework or get on their case about doing homework. But there's a clause at the end of that first paragraph, and it's a however clause. And it says, however, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, I'm giving you the authority to tell me what to do. Because the parent has the wisdom to know what's best for their kid. Now, the parent part of this contract goes like this. We love you, we trust you, and we know you can do it. However, if you don't do what we've told you to do, or what we expect you to do, or what we've all agreed that you would do, we are going to take over your life and tell you exactly how to do that. Now, here's the example I use with my students. When men went out and sailed on ships back in the day when they were finding new lands, we all have a sense that the captain of the ship was this mean guy who had a whip, and they'd tie you to the mast and they'd whip you if you did something wrong. Well, if you notice, the other sailors just stood by and watched because they all agreed with what the captain was doing. When men were on those ships, if everybody didn't do their job, people died or they didn't find land. If the water got rotten because someone wasn't tending to the water properly, or if the ropes rotted and the ropes were breaking, people died. They knew that they had to give the authority to someone who had more experience and understood sailing better than they did, and everybody had to be responsible. Now, we're not going to tie our kids to the mast of the post outside of the house and whip them. But what we have to do is let our kids know that we love you, we care about you, and we know that you have the potential. And it is your responsibility to do what you're supposed to do. However, we have the authority to tell you what to do if you don't do it the way you're supposed to. And I mentioned 3 parts of that contract. The third part talks about treating each other with respect so the kids understand that they can be taught how to do things the right way without having mom and dad yell and scream at them, and you will still get very good results. So that's the difference between intelligence and wisdom. Parents have both. Kids are intelligent, and it is their responsibility to do what they're supposed to do.